Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? We are live on a very toasty Monday in this part of the world with some more Elder Scrolls Online. We are still in Morrowind as of our last adventures. What's up, Shadow? I love Solitude. I love Skyrim. It's my favorite place to hang out. I almost have it 100%ed. I have 2 Harrow Storms left. You're lucky. I'm gonna miss it when there's nothing left. It's brutal because Blackreach. The overworld ones you can get lucky. Blackreach is almost impossible. I got insanely lucky over the weekend, and you're here. I was hanging out at in Blackreach. I was doing some dailies that were all in Blackreach, and I encountered a Harrow Storm with like 5 players that were all at least like level like CP 1000, and I just followed them from one Harrow Storm to 2 others. We did 3 Harrow Storms in a row that we were able to complete. So I got really lucky. I need to claim my daily real quick. What is my daily? Crown Experience Scroll. I did miss 2 dailies at some point early in the month, but we are closing in on that juicy 100,000 gold. You've pulled your steeds out. Where are we headed? He's in the north. Unfortunately, there aren't many roads that far. It's pretty much. It not only is it wilderness, it's those miniature dragon things. Yo, check out my new Clockwork leggies. They're mechanical wonders. No, but I thought they were cooler. The chest piece I got from fishing. It is a little bit neater of an elvish look, I think. The legs are technically Sothisiel technology. It is Clockwork. No. Take a look at these. Look at the joints in the back. These are fully prosthetic. There's no legs left. Where are we headed? Up north. Hatching a plan? Is that the quest? Alright. Yeah, what are they called? Cliff Striders? The miniature not dragon lizards. They are all over the place up here. May the gods be with you. Well, it is a 6-foot long blade, as opposed to a stave. Oh, the one directly ahead? Yeah, that's something I remember about this place, because Morrowind is one of the few expansions that I completed. It is such a pain to navigate this area, because it's all canyons and stuff. And I'm not even sure this is the right bridge. It might be. I wish I had your confidence. But that's why you're the Pathfinder. Ugh, there's a Nixhound back here. Disgusting creatures. Let me see your sword. What'd you go with? Hang on, me. Oops, that was a potion. Oh, that is a wicked looking sword. I love it. While I'm thinking about it, let me pop a crown scroll and a fortifying meal. Delicious beef and major crown scroll. Alright. I'm ready to go. So, if memory serves, Revis is the reason the Quama mine is now down a queen, and he owes us one. He's young for a Telvanni. He's also an elf. He could be like 500, who knows? Mad Pirate Kid said, egg. What is the quest of the day? Egg. I'll find these egg heaps and meet you back here. Giant piles of hardened mud and feces. No, you did not mention that there would be feces involved, Revis. We're not getting paid for this. I just thought I'd remind us of that. Oh, really? I love sky shards. I like to think that sky shards taste like rock candy. Way ahead of you. Boom. Oh, you've landed on a Kagudi. Citrus said, "Sky sharks love you." What does that mean? What's a sky shark? Oh, he thinks we said shark. It's a shard. It's a shard of probably Lorcan. That's the headcanon that we use. The creation god. Feed the sky shark a lemon. It's not a shark. It's a piece of crystal. Is it below us? I don't see it. It's not above us. Can I make this fall? I didn't look. Ouch. I have found the sky shard. Pirate said, "Is it something white women covet?" It is a crystal. It would make a nice ring. Arcturus said, "Land shark." Let's say crows. It is something that all crows would covet. It's very shiny. Don't leave me, it's dark, and there's disgusting cliff striders everywhere. I don't know why, I really hate them. I hate cliff striders so much. They don't scare me, I just hate them. No such luck. Arcturus said, "Land shark, where?" What if one of the street sharks just came around the corner and punched my lights out? And it was like, game over. Uninstalls your game. You have to play a new game now. Mad Pirate said Cliff Strider dancing like a stick bug. No, they're horrid. They're like little Wish.com dragons, and they're everywhere. You know what they are? They're the Canadian. They're the Canadian geese of Tamriel. So, it's just always night for us. I don't know why that is. It's random. I mean, there is a cycle, but the cycle is random. We just seem to always end up at night. That could be it. We've done a lot. Yeah, you're right. We've done a lot of the North lands. There's not actually a lot left after Ardenfell. I shall take all the resources as long as you take all of the Sigic portals. Mm-hmm. No, it's okay. I wouldn't mind it. I know. Hey, look, that's a great view of Red Mountain. Pirate said, "What a loot goblin." I don't know which of us you mean, so I'm just gonna assume you mean both of us. But Shadow is particularly shaped like a Hoover. She just vacuums everything up. No, because that would be like a full stream in and of itself. What is this? Die. How many more eggs do we have to mark? I thought he said 3 piles. I thought we already did 3. Or no, that was the Sky Shard. One more pile. I'm glad you're marking them because they are essentially 6-foot piles of Cliff Strider poop. And I'm not about to dip my arms, my beautiful elvish arms, into piles of dragon reject poop. You're already basically undead, so it shouldn't matter too much. You need like a, you know how like in the collections section you can actually get like skins that are like, not like, I don't mean like the costume, but like an actual skin. You need one that makes your skin look undead. That would be super cool. Yeah, you have the House of Reveries mask. It is. It's very cool. It's super cool. Ugh. This is such untamed country. I bet this place is beautiful during the day. Tolerable. Oh, right. Worse things have happened. Would you just kill? It dropped bait. Some kind of guts or something. Style page. Pirate skeleton mask. Someone is selling a... No. I'm reading it. I have the zone chat. I toggled it on. It doesn't stay on all the time, but it does pop up when someone sends out a message. And I think someone is selling that or giving it away. Hmm. This feels, to me, this feels more like a misadventure or potentially a mishap in the making. Ugh. Nyx hounds. These things were terrifying in Skyrim, in the Dragonborn DLC on Solstheim. I don't know why they scared me so much. They were a lot more dangerous. Everything was more dangerous in Skyrim. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was able to clear out the last two world bosses in Skyrim, one of which I had never even found and didn't even know existed. I just got lucky on one of them, and then the other one I put out a zone chat, and I was like, "Does anyone want to help me kill this thing?" And immediately someone was like, "I'm on the way." Murder and mayhem. We have to get all of that out of your system before you're strapped into a plane with a bunch of other people for however long. It's just an unlimited supply of murderous intent. Ooh. Oh no. Yo, that's a good way for people to lose fingers. The fact that this guy is a full blown Telvanni Magister is, like, to me, proof that success in life is not largely based on hard work or intellect. Why does it look like Citrus? Yo, Citrus, why are you in this game? Oh my goodness. It looks a lot like Citrus. It even is mostly, hang on, he's even mostly torso. What the heck? God, my robot legs are working splendidly. I haven't, you know, slipped and fell yet. The workers will reject her. This this guy's such an idiot. With the flamingly gay bard that hangs out in this town. Xander is always whining. He's not even physically that old, but he's probably existed in oblivion for millennia. Oh my gosh, I gotta go find this bard. We have to recruit him. Hang on, I gotta read a text. I gotta read a message. Arcturus says, the first time I ever played Skyrim was at Kairos' old place, the family house. As soon as I got out of the tutorial area, I traveled straight into a vampire cave den. That sounds like a very permanent lesson. I love that meme where it's death and a guy, and they're like, "You can't let my child play in traffic." They're like, what if he gets hit by a car?" And death is like, "That will be a very important lesson." What did you learn? Arcturus, I seem to remember the first time you played Skyrim at my house, you wandering into a mercenary cave and getting yourself soft locked so that you couldn't even go back in the saves. Vigard the Sparrow. Why is he armed? Oh god, he's gonna sing the whole time. Are you going to keep singing? Why does he sing like that? They said he's a terrible bard. All we need is for him to put the Kwama Queen to sleep. This is peak hijinks. Ooh, Nernroot. Citrus is officially the foreman of a Kwama mine in Nisus, which is a town in northern Vardenfell, in case anyone was curious. Arcturus said, I have a particular talent for finding bugs and bloody ends. Unfortunate. Thank you for waiting. I was picking Nernroot. You have to be careful because it's pokey. Oh boy, who's this guy? I like this guy. This guy actually makes sense. The one sane person. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. But House Redoran's not here, are they? I'm pretty sure House Redoran's not here because we were involved in essentially a murder coup that almost had their entire High Council assassinated. But because of us, only some of them. Why are we clambering across these dangerous rocks? Oof. Alright. Okay. These symbols above us might be helpful in combat, but they're super distracting. Oh, he's so bad. Oh, he woke it up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is that actually is combat? It's a named. It's got a name. Ooh, it's flying. I hate it. Die. Did it kill the bard? Did it eat the queen? Where'd the queen go? Oh boy. Unfortunate. I think the bard dying is the bard's fault. That's not what we wanted to do though. Because if it had, yeah, Citrus said, "Poor bard," right? Planting things in Quama mines. Wait, he has another egg. Oh, it's the same egg. Why didn't we go with this plan from the beginning? Yeah. Well, he said it was about to hatch. That's why he was panicked. Technically, the docks were further than the mine. You're not waiting for me. No, he said they'll become hostile when we plant the queen. We have to defend it until it hatches. Did you find the nursery? Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he is. That's a big egg. It's kind of gross looking, too. This is probably not a good place for bow work. That's why we bring swords. This egg doesn't have any kind of health bar. They're actually not even attacking the egg. I think it's more of just a survive sort of thing. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's disgusting. Well, they're not killing it yet. Yeah, it might. Oh, okay, alright. It might need a bit before it's ready to start ovulating, right? Because that was a very small baby, and the one that died was like the size of 3 cows. Although, who knows, maybe it grows really fast. That looks like a dead end. Octoformin lastar, aka Formin citrus. Mochi, what's up, Mochi? Welcome on in. We are trying to save this bug mine. I think we've just done it. Egg, yeah, I guess technically it's an egg mine. Laid by bugs. Is it even the eggs that they mine? I thought it might be. But it might be like the jelly in the eggs or something. Mochi, how much does this foreman look like citrus? Hang on, my chat is like blocking half his face. I meant to change what chat looks like before this stream, but it's too late now. There. That's a little better. Foreman citrus needs some anti-anxiety meds. Madder than a shaved bear. Citrus said normal citrus does. It's probably because he lives in a fantasy medieval world and they don't have anti-anxiety meds. Okay. I thought that guy was fairly normal, but he just seems obsessed with reporting everyone. It's not our fault it worked out in the end. You might call us professional fixers more than anything else. Is anything else nearby? I think the ritual we need to disrupt shouldn't be far from here. Let me go ahead and I'm just gonna select the Daedra ritual murder quest and then good to go. I have also realized that having our symbols over our heads puts them on the minimap, which is much easier to see. It's just a shame they're kind of obnoxious. Also, Xander's has disappeared. Ember's does too sometimes. It doesn't come back on its own. I have to keep putting it back on. It seems to happen when you go in or out of places. So notable location and then kill some cultists. If we're lucky, maybe a few Daedra. Ew, ew. This must be like... Oops, I just murdered a lizard. This must be like the Cliffstrider's natural breeding grounds or something. Yeah. I have heard, I don't know how true this is, the reason there's never been dragons in Morrowind is because they were essentially driven out by flocks of Cliffstriders. But there's a lot more of them. I think there's a ramp. Yeah. If we're trying to cross that bridge, it ramps up right up ahead. There is a pathway up, I think. Is this the notable site? I don't see anything on my map. It definitely looks notable. This looks very Dwemer to me, which is unusual. Oh, a peninsula. I see it now. Yeah, it's some weird Dwemer name. Oh, I see it. It's not connected, but it looks like it is accessible from ground level. Oof. Oh, Goroth wills it so. One of my favorite quotes from a fairly mediocre movie, it's from Aquaman, but I thought it was a great line, is by bloodshed do the gods make known their will. Oh, that's super weird. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. What did it drop? Elemental essence. It dropped its essence for me, if you know what I mean. Yo, why is it going for Ember, of all people? Let's kind of peek around. Oh, there's a door here. First one of the night. Ow. Not clan fears. You're the worst, Daedra. They're like stupider velociraptors. It's not, but it should. It's not a word, but it should be a word because it's very convenient to use. And it sounds better than saying more stupid. I got a most stupid. You're the most stupid Velociraptor-esque Daedra. Oh, there's a heavy sack. Ooh, 10 platinum dust. Well, you've taken everything else notable so far, so there's a laboratory here. Oh, I can't open it. You need a key to open it. It must be part of a quest. This is a Daedric ruin, so... Which companion? Oh, that's true. Good point. And he was Telvanni. Interesting. What? But this expansion came out way before Black... Or, that's pretty cool, honestly. I love when they do stuff like that. I'd like to point out that this northern sea is technically the Sea of Ghosts. It just doesn't look very dark. Or it doesn't look very cold because it's still part of the inner sea. So the climate is probably all different. Somewhere far north of us would be Atmora, the homeland of all humans, except Redguard. Oh yeah, there's a lore book. The House of Troubles. That's the Trinity of Daedra that are obsessed with ruining the Dunmer. Oh, I see it. My first chest of the night. It's a simple chest. Yawn. What is this chat? WTS 150k or both for 250k. I guess someone's selling something. Oh, they're selling furnishings in the chat. Want to sell. Wow, you're good at that. I would never have figured that out. This is a house that you can buy. This is a nice location, actually. It's very distant. It's walled off. It looks like it's got a courtyard. Right, right next to a Daedric ruin. Very cool. You're in Vardenfell, but still somewhat removed. Old Valathi Harbor House. Does it have a harbor? Oh, it totally does. What a nice location. You could sail over to Solitude. Oh, there's actually people on the dock that I would presume work for you. They are Redguard, which is kind of weird. Oh, on the outside, I can see it's definitely some kind of hollowed out bug. I'm on the docks looking in at it. It looks like some kind of massive exoskeleton. I think the House Redoran people grow bugs for their armor, and they might also do it for buildings. Wow, that was clumsy. I just fell off the dock. Gold? That's actually not bad. Is that furnished? That's a shame. Everything looks so much nicer the way they professionally furnish it. I don't want to steal this, but I do want to look at the boat. Yoink. Wait, say that again? Oh, the one that's like in the city. I've looked through it. I wasn't super impressed. I think it's because it's in the city. Um, it's a bit constrained. Also, something about the High Elven architecture is a bit cold. It's beautiful, but it's not like I like more like rustic. I've always been drawn to Skyrim. One day, I'm probably gonna drop the $60 on Proudspire Manor and just live in solitude, since that's kind of where we're based out of, anyways. It's a nice zone. Did you know? You know how Skyrim is actually like half a dozen different zones? Like the Reach is technically part of Skyrim, and that's a whole zone. A big chunk of Eastern Skyrim is like uh not Whiterun. Uh the capital of the Stormcloaks in Elder Scrolls 5. I can't think of the name of it. Winterhold? Anyway, like the entire capital of the Ebonheart Pact, and then even Riften is in one of those zones. Um, but all of the Skyrim zones, even the ones that are part of the Ebonheart Pact that go back to like the original game, they actually all have their own black reaches underneath them. So like that wasn't a new idea for the Greymoor chapter. And like a lot of them, you can travel from one um, Blackreach section to the next. Do you know the Redguard style crafting motif? I just found the entire book in this bag. I already have it though. Pro tip: just make a character. Make a character, and it's account wide. What I would really like is not the ancient elf, but the ancestral elf. The ancestral styles are super cool. I got the ancient elf from you, but I can't redeem it yet because I need one of my crafting passives to be maxed out before I can learn it. So I'm still working on that. Oh god, they've summoned a watcher. Well, you play a little more. This is kind of almost your exclusive game, and you also spend more time doing actual meaningful things like crafting and dig sites, whereas I log in every day and I get my daily and then I just mess around and have fun, or spend like an hour in the outfit station. Why didn't that count as a disrupt ritual? Maybe because they actually succeeded in summoning the thing? Or you fell. This is the worm cult, for the record. The people that ritualistically murdered us. I have a Bit of a bone to pick with these guys. I want my soul back. It's a good question. Historically, the ESO main character is known as the Vestige. To quote the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, or to paraphrase it, the Vestige is dead. I am what remains. Ooh, I found a recipe. I see that. Are they friendly? Decidedly not. Look at this badass statue of... Oh, it's broken. That's a shame. It's a cool statue. What's left of it? It is glowing. Oh, those are candles. Something ironic about the Lord of Destruction having a destroyed statue. What do they look like? Actually, pretty cool. Molag. You know, that makes sense. Sheogorath can go... he's a total wild card, but Dagon and Molag Bal are, I would say, fairly objectively evil. Obviously, the princes have many aspects, but like Dagon's primary aspect is the Daedric Prince of Destruction, and Molag Bal's is the Daedric Prince of Domination, and or oppression, and or lies. So, like there can be positive aspects to both of them, but not usually. Ew, ew, ew. This one's name is Hunger. It's eating me. I hate it. This is actually what that world boss was in that cave down to the south. But it was a named one. Whenever a Daedra gets a name, that's when you need to kind of keep an eye on it. Some Cerilli grapes. Who is this guy? Oh, yes, he is. Wait, is this guy a dark elf? I assume. I mean, he has elvish ears. I assumed he was a high elf, but he just referred to him as the Lord of Troubles. Molag Bal, I mean. Oh, you know what? He's very short. He's definitely a dark elf. And by short, I mean he's not 8 feet tall. I'm not used to seeing a dark elf so pale. I know that's because he's a vampire, but like, still. The coolest looking vampires are Khajiit vampires, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I'm looting everything because ow. I used up my entire crafting bag over the weekend. So I need to replenish my bag of holding. And I know you can defend yourself. For the most part. And if you couldn't, I would be there. Yes, it changes their fur. I did, it's true. I asked Shadow. I ran out of bait, and I messaged Shadow over the weekend. I was like, "Do you have bait?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Can I have your bait?" And she was kind enough to give me an enormous amount of bait. It's actually really expensive. I don't know why it's expensive. Probably because it's hard to farm. Or not hard, but frustrating to farm. Oh, you found a friend. It depends what kind of bait. River bait is not bad. River bait is any of the flying bugs, and they actually populate all over rivers, which is convenient. But or undead. Sometimes undead drop it. But guts is for makes sense. Guts is for foul fishing holes, which are, in my experience, the hardest to find to begin with. Unfortunately, the most common fishing holes are saltwater, and saltwater bait is the hardest to find. I'd have to look. I don't remember. I it's if I could find a fishing hole around here, seems unlikely. I should take this stuff. I can dismantle it later. Let me look real quick. I can look for you. Inventory. Craft bag. It's not under alchemy. It would be under... Oh, here it is. It actually has its own section. It is worms. You can... They're a random drop from alchemy nodes. And they're not particularly common either. Oh, that's a big boy. Fibicus? His name is Fibicus. Do you think he's a liar? Or maybe it's Phobicus, like fear. How about I fill you full of arrows? Why can't I target this guy? That was weird. Yeah, he was kind of hard to target. What is this pile? Are these soul gems? Oh, you think he was big enough to have like a little pocket realm? I feel bad that we killed all of that vampire's prey. Oh, there's some more down there. Oh, we're not done yet. I still have disrupt the ritual of knowledge. But it's not marked anywhere for me. Wait, hang on, I see it. It doesn't say up or down for me. It just says south. It's I don't have that optional step. Ooh, I hate Ogrim. They're tanky, they're ugly, and they're hard to kill. And they knock you around. It reset itself because it went after our followers. I'm standing right next to you. Our followers were up on that wall. Why are there 3 of these? I don't remember there being 3 of these guys. Get with the program, companions. Is it? Okay. Right. Trust you. Did you just throw a fireball? What was that flash of light behind me? Okay. I was gonna say nobody set me on fire while I'm. Don't set me on fire while I'm locking chests. I've already lost my legs. I don't need to lose anything else. There's a Daedroth here. Those are kind of cool. Might be fun to kill. No. Not many things do outside of notable monsters. I don't have an optional step. Is it the vampire? Yeah, Daedric disruptions disrupt the ritual of knowledge. I talked to him. I don't know why I don't get an optional quest. I must have missed something. Dialogue or something. It's somewhere in here. Further in. Looks like these caves break into some kind of proper temple. Ow. Immediately knocked down. Nice. Arm Cult Assassins. Where's the Sky Shard? Okay, I just was making sure. I was making sure you didn't already grab one. Oh, I see it though. It's actually looks like it is the ritual. I hope we're not interrupting anything. You don't mind if we murder you, do you? We'll send you right to your god. Okay, we can loot later. A Dremora. Not every day you see a Dremora. Oh, Spider Daedra. Please die. Thank you. Shadowhide, Bolt of Death. Poison. Now I have to talk to Seville Alam. I'm going to take this Sky Shard. And then I'm going to loot everything in this room. Fetch your fly. Oh, these urns aren't lootable. Bookshelf. This is an interesting book, but I don't really want to sit here and read it. It was about King Kurog signing the treaty with Daggerfall. I bet that's interesting, considering we personally assassinated him and effectively ended the Daggerfall Covenant. You know, in the interests of the Aldmeri Dominion. Ooh, you froze that guy. My gosh. Gold. Gold beyond measure. Beyond sorrow. It's the Hobbit. Ooh, a blueprint. And some grapes. Cyrilli grapes. Why is that name familiar? Cyrilli. Was that one of the wineries in Skyrim? I think it was. I think it was part of the Thieves Guild questline. Yeah, because there was the Honeybrew meadery, and they were like rivals. She was the one that basically ran Riften unofficially. She wasn't the Jarl, but she was more powerful than the Jarl. I remember. That was a good quest line. And then her manor, you had to infiltrate for the Thieves Guild, I think. No, I think it was if you were working for Honeybrew Meadery, you had to, because they wanted her formula. No. Oh boy. There's definitely a handful of people in Tamriel that I would not want to have on my bad list. Like specifically any Telvanni mage. And we're already on the bad list of at least one, which is not great. Yeah. Hopefully we can keep it that way for a while. Oh, understood. I understand. Baldur's Gate is essentially just straight D&D, right? Divinity. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people said a lot of good things about um, Divinity as far as like the writing. You know what was like? I've said this before, but I don't think I've said this on stream or like to you. You know, it was a really weirdly well written game. The Gotham Knights game, the one where you plays the sidekicks. Like I played through about 60% of the plot on my own. It's built for co-op. Maybe we'll play it on stream sometime. But I remember even as I played it, I was like, this is weirdly well written. As an example, right? Barbara Gordon. In the timeline of that game, Batman is dead. That's why you play as the sidekicks. And Jim Gordon is dead. Which obviously is Barbara Gordon Batgirl. That's her father. Batgirl has a photographic memory, right? And she's standing in front of a memorial statue of Jim Gordon, who obviously was the commissioner, but to her it's just her father. And she's standing there just in her civilian clothes, and another guy's standing there, and he says something about what a hero Jim Gordon was, not knowing who she is. And she goes, "The statue looks nothing like him." And the guy goes, "What are you talking about? It looks exactly like him." And she starts to realize that even though she has a photographic memory, she can't remember what her dad looked like. And it's like, I was like, it hit me right in the feels. It's good. It's really good. It has crossplay. It actually, it has crossplay with everything except PlayStation. PlayStation, no, I have Xbox. I'm like 90% sure we could play together. And it's built for co-op. It's actually, everybody thinks that it's 4-player co-op because there's 4 characters, It's actually only 2-player co-op, which is kind of perfect for us. There's just 4 characters so that you can have some choices. It's really good if you like the Arkham games. It's very similar to an Arkham game, but more streamlined. And it's surprisingly scary. It's got a lot of like horror themes. Yeah. I never did talk to that vampire again. No, I think the pointer is just the clerk that gave us the daily. That'll be back in Vardenfell. Or that'll be back in Vivek City. I mean, we're already in Vardenfell. Oh, it's a beautiful sunrise. I have to say, Morrowind is a cool looking place, but it is a bit desolate. It's not particularly inviting or lush. What's everybody in chat up to tonight? What are the rest of us doing? Ooh, a new way shrine. Where are we headed? Okay. This is. Oh, there's got to be a merchant in Suran. Well, and you have a banker anyway. At Zabi. Remind me if you remember, and I'll text you a couple new pictures of Wabi that I took today. I got some particularly good pictures of him. I put together a bench that's going in some of my garden beds, and he basically sat there and helped me build it. And by helped me build it, I mean he. No, no, no. I built it inside and then carried it outside. It was like 100 degrees today. I'm not going outside. It's gross out. There is indeed. This is not a very good city for elderly or disabled people. You know, the medieval world was not designed for elderly or disabled people. Yeah. Shout out to Sotha Seal for new leggies. Would have been awfully inconvenient to try an adventure without legs. Suppose I could. I am a sorcerer. I could levitate, maybe. Sounds exhausting. Highly. What quest are we heading towards? Because we're bound to hit some side quests, like that one right there. A buoyant armiger. Why can't I talk to this guy? Oh, what is happening? I'm getting like weird lagginess. I hope the server's not dying. Let's talk to the captain. Investigate the pilgrim disappearances around Malag Mar. Alright, so this is a little quest line. I can dig it. And there is a Silt Strider station here, which might be handy. Wait, why'd you go in there? Are you just checking it out? Yeah, you can use them. They are quick travel points, which is super cool. I don't think any other expansion has fast travel, like unique fast travel points outside of way shrines. Oh, very cool. Hmm. Um, yeah, take your time. I'm just kind of exploring this whole place. This whole settlement looks like it might actually just be one big communal building. Oh, there's actually a town inside the building. That's so cool. Makes sense too. Someone in world chat in zone chat is saying they need help with a world boss. Might be worth it. I see. I'm gonna talk to the captain and then I'll be with you. This is weird. It's possible. Apparently, coordinators call themselves warrior poets. That's why she's so obnoxious. Alright, so you said there's a another quest around here? Oh, I see it. Filler picks? Filer picks? Looks like they're down outside. Oh, that is not a person. Oh dear. This is the Infinite Archive questline. Yeah. The Infinite Archive is, I mean, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's kind of like an infinite dungeon, and you just try and see how far you can get. But it's not part of Morrowind. It's kind of its own separate thing, kind of like Cyrodiil. obviously, based on the name and the guy giving it, it's orchestrated by Grandfather Mora. I've heard it somewhere. It might be the Khajiit. The Khajiit call him Ori Mora sometimes. Okay. I'll meet you at the way shrine. I was circling the building because I thought you were still in there. Ugh, jeez. I always like to complete the optional steps if we can, but this one might be kind of tricky. I guess we can always just run away if we have to. Or, you know what? Why don't we wait and... Let's wait and see if it'll track. That's what you were going to say, and then I interrupted you. Sorry. Where is it? It's not nearby, I guess. I think it's other side of the water. There's no good way over there. No bridges. Oh, it's not deep, though. These are Ashlanders right here. No, those are players. Wow. So the Ashlanders are set up in this old ruin? Is that what it looks like? What is this ritual of appeasement I'm looking at? Is that part of this quest? There's some kind of quest marker inside this ruin called the Ritual of Appeasement. Oh no, this must be it. Alright. I'm gonna dismiss Ember real quick. If I can get through the infinite menus. And I'll get started. Ooh, it's right there. Yeah, this is a restricted area, so we're gonna end up getting a bounty if we get caught. Which is not ideal. Cross your fingers that this tracks, though. That would be nice. Even with new legs, I'm still just as sneaky as ever. Hang on, I just got it. Did you get it? Beautiful. Let me go get the other one. I have to keep an eye on this berserker. He's coming towards you, just be careful. The other one is on the other end of camp. I have essentially unlimited stamina when it comes to sneaking. Yeah, that wasn't part of his patrol pattern. He must have got suspicious about you for some reason. One of them's sleeping over here. The shaman is sleeping. And one of them's been killed by someone else. Probably that other player we saw. I'm grabbing the second one. Sorry, I'm just reading it. Okay, this ritual that I'm reading is some kind of Daedric human sacrifice. I need to search the ritual site. I'm already here, so I'll just do it now. It said something about slitting the throat of the sacrifice. So I think we know where the missing villagers are going. Pilgrims, right. You have unlimited... Citra said, do you have unlimited stamina for breathing too? No, I have asthma. I have the opposite. I have very low stamina for breathing. Okay, it looks pretty safe here. I'm going to examine their stone altar. Blood and entrails are strewn over the stone. It is unclear what they belong to, but they are fresh. Something died here very recently. Ooh, I just got caught by someone. But it's part of the quest, don't worry. Do you think you can get up here, or do you want me to talk to him and see if it keeps tracking? I can read what he says. Watch, there's a guy patrolling right in front of you. Wait for him to cross. There's not actually many people here. Wow, you're so bad at that. No offense. Don't kill anyone. He said if I answer truthfully, he may only hobble me. Tell me my legs are made of metal. I've already been hobbled. He's not very nice. Are you still talking? Yeah. We don't need to worry about... Well, I guess it would still generate a bounty, wouldn't it? Okay. Carefully, carefully. No longer trespassing. Yay! Although, there's a lot of water out here. Nice. Let's meet up. Are Nixoxes violent? Yes, they are. Ow! Oh my gosh. We should resummon our companions now that we're free. Ember, I need you. What kind of trouble are we getting into? Oh, the usual. Every time I go into a city, she's like, a lot of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. I'm like, oh, I bet. It's actually, yeah, Sermon 18. I found mutilated remains. Worried bones, disfigured bones from the corpse of a recently slain pilgrim. Little flesh still clings to them, and their surface contains countless gouges. Oh, look up at the tree. Could be might be some kind of intelligent monster. The Ashlander said it was a beast, but it could be something with low cunning that we're hunting. Troll, maybe. Oh, that's true. Troll couldn't climb a tree. Yeah. There seemed to be more Daedra in Morrowind, like just kind of out and about. And I can't help but wonder if it's because they openly worship Daedra. Just some lava rocks there. It's fine. I'm sure it's not an issue. Terrain's getting more volcanic. There are... Oh, that's a boy in Armiger. This boy in Armiger appears to have died defending the pilgrim lying dead nearby. Her helmet is spattered in a viscous ichor that smells of month-old fish. Yeah, it's a weird word. Ichor makes me think bug. And we know that they're dealing with a drag infestation in a mine nearby. It is now raining ash. Oh, Dwemer ruins. Lovely. You know what? Give me a second to re-equip Ember's healing symbol and Xander's green symbol. There we go. Apparently. I think they're arbitrary, honestly. Can we go through the Daedra? Or, sorry, through the Dwemer ruins? Potentially? It doesn't look like it curves around. It might be a long way. Yeah, it definitely goes higher. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. I thought it wrapped around. Hang on, there's a road down there. That doesn't look like it actually goes anywhere either, though. It looks like it goes into... No, it's not an entrance. There is a lore book, though. The Living Gods. I don't really care about lore books as far as 100%ing a zone. Sorry, I had already clicked it. This guild is trying to recruit in the zone chat called the... Hang on. The Church of Sithis. Watch those fetcher fly nests. Nasty bugs. Citrus said, I've always heard it as Ichor. I've never heard Ichor, personally, but it's a weird word. I've heard Ichor and I've heard Ichor. Like Igor. Almost like Igor. I think it honestly is one of those things where it just depends what dialect you're saying it with. Like, we say Minotaur, but the British say Minotaur. Personally, I think Minotaur sounds nicer. Okay. Good lord, how are we... Oh, no, it's below us. I was about to say, how are we supposed to get up there? This looks like they sailed here, maybe. Or bodies. Skeletons, actually. A journal. I don't know if I should read all of this. It's only 3 pages. Today I begin my pilgrimage to Molag Mar. I'm eager to see this new temple for myself. I hear they built it on the water. Perhaps it floats. Once one has glimpsed Bar Dao, the idea hardly seems far-fetched. The buoyant armatures are a sight to see. Their numbers patrol many of the paths of pilgrimage, and they always seem to have something of a spring in their step. Their songs and swords are a comfort for any otherwise inhospitable road. It doesn't float, but that doesn't make Malagmar any less marvelous. This will be a wonderful place to recuperate and prepare for the journey to Mount Kand. But first I must offer my devotions to the 3 at the temple. I've seen fewer of the buoyant armatures around in the last day or so. Gone off to mind the roads, I suppose. When I asked their senior here when I might find an escort on my journey, she frowned. Some incident at the glass mine has them busy. She claims no one can be spared. Final entry. I've waited long enough. The armatures must be busy, but I'm sure their presence here has made the wilderness a little tamer. Tomorrow morning I'll continue my journey. Examine the stripped remains. It would be impossible to identify whoever this was if it wasn't for the personal effects nearby. The bones have been completely picked clean. That's kind of unusual. Unless... No, and like, bodies take a while to turn into skeletons. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 of them. One died in their bed, still in a sleeping pose. It's kind of weird. No, and they'd have to eat you very gently to not disrupt your pose. I think it is. We've been lucky with them tonight. We got a bunch in that Daedric ruin. Nothing good though. 78 gold and some bracers that I don't need. So we need to talk to Ball. Is that the Ashlander? He wants to meet us at a tomb. I was about to make a comment about your short human legs, but then I was like, remembered that I no longer have actual legs anymore, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. Yeah. Yikes. They are very religious. I feel like the Dark Elves are more religious than most races. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be in here a minute. They are all lootable. Nice. I got... Oh, I'm on fire. What's hitting us? What just hit me? I just got hit by a fireball. Took a chunk of health, too. I got a recipe for chortle corn on the cob. Don't mind us, chat. We're just looting a tomb. And this isn't like a... There's traps? Where do you see them? Is it the stones that stick out? Oh. Oh, I see now. Yeah. Don't mind us. Just looting. This isn't even like a long abandoned Nordic ruin. This is like a family tomb. We're just gonna take the ash out of all the urns and sell it. It's fine. There's a lot of dead bodies in here. A lot of skeletons in here that probably aren't supposed to be... Oh, you meant like a live person. The Ruddy Man. Haven't we heard that before? Ouch. I'm fine. It's fine. Could be Dreg, couldn't it? Why didn't we think of that? Killing the pilgrims? It makes sense, though. They could climb a tree. They're vicious enough to rip you limb from limb. Or, yeah, kill... Oh, wait, what is that? Yeah. Some kind of sentient Dreg. I'm gonna grab these rune stones. What's everyone in chat up to tonight? What are you guys doing while we explore Tamriel? Citrus said, I'm doing the usual. Final Fantasy. He's really not a fan of the tribunal. Oh, really? Gosh, that I feel like the last little bit takes so long to go away. Um, what could we do? Oh, it's storming. Just started. You know what? The investigation of that Telvanni Tower is not far from here. It's just to the east. Yeah, we can head back to Molagmar after we investigate, and I think that's our final investigation. Yeah, that's okay. We can ranger it. Listening to my homie. It just said listening to my homie. That's you, homie. Thanks, homie. We got a cozy little thunderstorm here in Morrowind. Very nice. Stupid Vivek. I'm thinking of the Homer Simpson quote. Stupid, sexy Vivek. It's a quote from Homer Simpson. Stupid, sexy Flanders. And Vivek is there are many people that could consider him attractive. This is a Daedric ruin. This is the oh. I just wandered into the Ashlanders camp accidentally and got myself a bounty. You know, if I laughed at you, you would be cross. Stupid Ashlanders. Which one? Oh, that's right. I is this it? Yeah, you do spend a lot of gold on bounties, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could craft the false writs or buy them. Yeah, that'd be nice too. You can only get them from logins. Oh boy, what's going on here? I was gonna say it can't just be blind. There's got to be some kind of instructions. What if I talk to him again? He said start with the simplest shape and proceed to the most complex. So that's going to be circle. What else do we have? Triangle. No, triangle here. And then square. And then diamond. Just technically just a square. And then octagon. I don't often do the puzzles. Are we waiting for something? Can I just talk to him? Cool. Mochi said, "Merp, merp, 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 merp." What's up, Mochi? What are you up to tonight, Mochi? Mochi said, I'm eating mac and cheese. Let's go. Mac and cheese is so good. Mac and cheese with a dark and unholy passion. Ugh. Well, mac and cheese is one of those things that, like, you can just keep adding endless steps to it and it just keeps getting better exponentially. Oh, but see, that's. I can't even. Like, I don't often eat pig, but little hot dogs and mac and cheese are kind of a classic. Yeah, I usually do turkey dogs. That was the grumpy guy that originally hired us. Citrus said hot dog and mac slap an unholy amount. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm hungry now. I'm at I'm at 184. What's the Shrine of Azura? We have a quest for that, or is it just a? Oh, it's a location. Cool, cool, cool. Do you want it? It's a mushroom for me too. Nice. Wouldn't wouldn't a Shrine of Azura be kind of like a heresy at this point? Like something that would have been torn down? I guess that's true. Right. Azura is actually the one that turned them into the Dark Elves. And has the closest ties to the living gods. Where is it? Oh. Oh. Right there. Oh my goodness. No, I took the last one. This one's you. Something I found is super useful. Sorry, I interrupted you. Decorative wax. Something I found is super useful. With the Harrow Storms, one of the main problems is the lost souls that continually regenerate the health of the witch pikes, and my Daedric mines freeze them in their tracks long enough for people to kill them, which is, yeah, super helpful. I I have one, but I'll avoid it unless I really need to because they're actually good for 500. So I hate to waste one because I only have 3 left. Also, Captain Naros and the glass mine. It's not like it's in the city, so as odd as it is, she may not care that I have a bounty. I ripped some of his carapace off. Is that a high elf? Hello, kindred. Yeah, there was a heavy sack. I grabbed it. Bar Lazar's inner sanctum. Should we go in there? Oh, did it? Was it locked? Okay. It might be a later quest. Slightly concerned that he admitted to creating something for Sothasiel that can drain their divine energy, and then when we were like, yo, where is that? He was like, no idea. Imagine being an apprentice for a god. Like, you're not going to become a god yourself. It seems like a self defeating job. Yeah. That is our next port of call once we've saved Vivek from himself. Um, I feel like they really need to figure out how to coexist with the Ashlanders. Like, it is a constant source of tension. And they're not going away. Like, Ashlanders still exist in Elder Scrolls V, which is 1,000 years after this, roughly. It's actually about 1,100 years, but close enough. What's that side quest? Oh, that's the Hermaeus Mora Daedra. Yeah, by the time we clear this dungeon, I expect my bounty will be cleared. Or is it? Is it around? Okay. I gotta watch as we get closer to these roads. I'm struggling to appreciate that the buoyant armatures would arrest me for a crime committed against the Ashlanders. Oh, they seem like they can handle themselves. Look at all these dead dreg. Yeah, send Lord Vivek. I'd love to see him fight. That'd be great. You know, it occurs to me that this is a glass mine. I'm stuck on a wagon. Ragnar is a strong name. She could be Northern Imperial. Did you know that Charlemagne's original name was Ragnar? Charlemagne was one of the Holy Roman Emperors after essentially the fall of Rome, and the church at that point consolidated its power throughout Europe. The Catholic Church, it wasn't called the Catholic Church yet, but the descendants of that would become the Catholic Church essentially held Europe together at that point. They maintained as much of the knowledge of Rome as they could and essentially ruled behind the kings and what they would do is they would take someone, you know, Europe was all barbarians. They would take a barbarian warlord, Ragnar, and they would say, "You've been chosen by God. Church supports you, and your name is now Charlemagne, and you are the emperor." And it gave that person some semblance of authority to unite Europe into something more than just kind of a Mad Max, you know, Dark Ages chaos and murder and mayhem kind of place. I don't know how we got on that tangent. It's probably my fault. Ugh, these Dreg are tanky. I was gonna say I noticed that this is a glass mine. We've never been in a glass mine. It's cool looking. But what I noticed is that the buoyant armature's armor has a bunch of glass in it. Or at least it's green like glass. There's a survivor down here. Or what's left of one. You should seek professional therapy. We are not very good at that part yet. Ugh, he scuttled right out of the way of my mines. They are sneaky, nasty things. And there's a lot of them. How's the two-handed treating you? I always favored the big two-handed weapons, but my traditional Elder Scrolls go-to has always kind of been a barbarian. Kind of a Conan sort of character. It's been a minute, for sure. Ew. Did Dreg have lightning magic? That one definitely summoned lightning. Optional. Rescuing living captives is optional. Not that we've seen many, just that one, I think. I was gonna say, try and pull it into the mines. They do a significant amount of damage. But I try and always place them. Yeah, yeah, you do a good job at it. And I try and place them in more helpful spots for you. As much as I can. Oh, thank you, Xander. There are a lot of them down here. It's almost like a public dungeon. I was gonna say, I've never seen this one. Really? With the lava? I have no memory of this place. Coming up on another survivor. Oh, I see. Wait. Maybe it had holes in it, like a paper wasp nest. The Drake are just awful in general. They're worse than Daedra in some ways. I don't think there were Drake in Somerset that I can remember. It makes sense, and it's kind of nice that there are a lot of regional monsters. It's very realistic. What'd you just do? Oh. Oh boy. I'm about to pop an ult and it'll be dead. Yeah. Ew, look how it died, like a spider. It's hideous. There should be, yeah, one last survivor. I see them. You want this one? Not that rescuing is necessarily your priority. Can we leave through here? Is there like a back door? Nice. They do design the maps well, the dungeons. Bethesda's always done a good job with that. Okay. Hang on. No. It's this way. It's this one. Tis this way. I can't see my bounty while we're in an instance. I'm gonna search this sack though. This barrel. Metheglin. Nice. What is bone craft into? Is that wood elf? I think it's wood elf. Yeah. Captain Naros. We are not dead. I mean, theology aside, it literally called it a brood mother. It was just a drag queen. Yeah. I kind of like his outfit. Yeah, it's very ashy. He's so unpleasant. What a jerk. Yeah. What do we have left at this point? Um, Hang on. I still have 46. Um, you know what we can do, actually? That will give us time for my bounty to wear off. I'll have to share it with you. Hang on. I picked up another daily. It's a world boss directly to the south of us. I think I told you about this. It's a Nyrad that lured a ship to crash along the coast, and it's enslaved half the crew. Kind of a classic monster hunt. What on earth was that howl? Did you hear that? It's like a wolf howl, but much more eerie. You should be able to take us straight down this peninsula. I did share it. Okay, I'm sharing it again. Unable to share. Oh, I wonder why. Do you already have a daily for monster hunting? Because one of the daily quests is always a world boss. Didn't we already do that one? That was the giant Nixox. Oh, okay. Well, guess that's it then. We can, well, it would be better to portal back to Vivek City. What I can do is, let me look. Where is their outlaw refuge? Does their Vivek City's outlaw refuge only has one entrance? Most of them usually have two. I don't think I can sneak there. That's like right through the entrance. I'll give it a try though. I'm not gonna portal all the way there. That sounds like a pain. Let me mark this. It's already down to 23. It actually might be gone just by the time I get to the fence. I have a bunch of contraband to get rid of anyway. So it works out. I think once we turn everything in, I'll probably call the stream for the night. We're definitely past our usual 2-hour mark. Is that a fence? Is this a merchant? Guild trainer. Interesting. You don't usually see a guild trader in the outlaw refuge. I think it's kind of cool that guilds actually have to like pay a monthly fee to hire the actual NPC per location. So like if you want one in Vocal Guard, it's gonna cost more than like in the Reach. Alright. Let's sell. I wanna launder that actually. Sell. Alright. I'm gonna start turning in our stuff. Yeah, I'll turn in the dailies first and then I'll wait for you before I continue the main quest. They're not in the Hall of Justice, huh? Oh my gosh. These buildings are such a pain to navigate. I don't like that we don't turn the dailies in to the person that, like, the clerk that we got it from. It's from the actual client. No, usually dailies you turn them back into the daily job broker. That was one daily. Okay, I guess I just had that one because I already turned in the other one. Right. Although I can share the NARAD with you now. I'll do that real quick. There we go. And I'll meet you at the Archcanon's office. Right. Yeah, that seems like maybe the most important issue. I'm still talking to the Archcanon. Seems like Archcanon Tarvis is starting to come around to us. Shall we go talk to a god, or see what he has to say? Just smile and wave. All right. Chat, that is going to bring us to the end of another ESO stream. We had so much fun. So, because he's not floating anymore. Yeah, well, he's not doing great right now. All right, we are gonna go ahead and if it makes you feel better, actually Vivek is maybe the only member of the tribunal that survives Elder Scrolls 3. We don't actually know his fate. There's a strong possibility he just goes into exile. But we are... Yeah, Amalexia goes crazy and kills Sothasil, and then the player kills Amalexia, but Vivek is missing in action. We are gonna go ahead and raid Milky. At this point, probably all of you know Milky. I would raid someone new for a change, but nobody I follow is really live right now. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Milky. Right now, he is live playing. I don't actually know what he's playing. I can't see anymore. But thank you for hanging out. We had so much fun. And I will see you on Wednesday for our next stream. Later. Yep.